Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to dive into the art of persuasive essay writing. Our topic is Introduction to Persuasive Essay Writing, and we'll explore how to craft arguments that effectively convince your readers. Persuasive writing is a valuable skill whether you are aiming to persuade in academic settings, in professional environments, or in everyday life. Throughout this session, we will define what a persuasive essay is, discuss the essential components, and look at strategies for developing strong arguments. By the end of this presentation, you will have a clearer understanding of how to write persuasive essays that can effectively communicate your point of view. So, what is a persuasive essay? A persuasive essay is a type of writing that aims to persuade the reader to accept a particular point of view or take a specific action. Unlike other types of essays that may simply information or describe, persuasive essays are all about convincing the readers of the validity of your argument. To achieve this, persuasive essays rely on logical arguments, evidence, and emotional appeals. This combination helps to build a strong case for your position, making it more likely that the reader will be persuaded to see the things from your perspective. For example, imagine you are writing a persuasive essay on why school uniforms should be mandatory. Your goal would be to convince your readers that school uniforms create a sense of equality among students and reduce distractions in the classroom. The structure of a persuasive essay. Let's look at the structure of a persuasive essay. A well-organized essay includes four main parts. The first is introduction. This is where you grab the reader's attention with a hook, provide background information on the topic, and present your thesis statement which outlines your main argument. The second, body paragraphs. Each body paragraph should start with a topic sentence that introduces the main ideas of the paragraph. Follow this with evidence and explanations that support your argument. Make sure your evidence is credible and relevant. The third is counter-arguments. It's important to address opposing views to show that you have considered different perspectives. By acknowledging and refuting counter-arguments, you strengthen your own position. And the last one, conclusion. In the conclusion, restate your thesis in a new way, summarize the main points of your essay, and end with a call to action, encouraging your reader to accept your argument or take specific steps. For example, introduction. Start with a surprising fact about the benefits of school uniforms. Body paragraphs discuss how uniforms reduce bullying, enhance focus, and create professional environment. Counterarguments acknowledge that some students may feel like their individuality is stifled, but refuted by highlighting the importance of equality. Conclusions summarize the past and call for schools to implement uniform policies. Crafting a strong thesis statement. The thesis statement is the backbone of your persuasive essay. It clearly states your position on the topic and provides a roadmap for your essay, guiding the reader through your arguments. A strong thesis statement should be specific and debatable. It should clearly express your main point and invite discussion. For example, a weak thesis statement might be many people think that climate change is a problem. A stronger, more specific thesis could be climate change is the most significant environmental challenge of our time. and immediate action must be taken to reduce its impact. The stronger thesis is clear, specific, and set up the argument you will develop in your essay. For example, weak thesis: school uniforms are good, but strong thesis is school uniforms should be mandatory in public schools because they promote equality among students, reduce distractions, and foster a sense of school pride. Developing logical arguments. Developing logical arguments is crucial for persuading your readers. Your arguments should be clear and logically sound, meaning they follow a coherent line of reasoning that makes sense. Support your claims with evidence. This can include facts, statistics, expert opinions, and real-life examples. Ensure that your evidence is relevant to your argument and comes from credible sources. For instance, if you are arguing that renewable energy is essential for reducing carbon emissions, you might include data from scientific studies that show the effectiveness of solar and wind power in cutting down greenhouse gases. For example, claim school uniforms reduce bullying. Evidence, according to a study by National Associations of Secondary School Principals. Schools with uniform policies report a 44% decrease in bullying incidents. Explanation: this shows that uniform can create a more inclusive environment, reducing opportunities for students to be targeted based on their clothing choices. Using emotional appeals. While logical arguments are important, connecting with the reader's emotion can also be very persuasive. Emotional appeals can make your argument more relatable and impactful. Use stories and anecdotes to illustrate your points. Personal stories or hypothetical scenario can help your reader connect with the issues and emotional level. For example, if you are writing about the importance of animal rights, share a story about animal rescue and make the issues more tangible and compelling. However, be careful not to rely solely on emotional appeals. They should complement logical arguments and evidence, not replace them. The best persuasive essays balance logic and emotion to create a well-rounded and convincing argument. For example, imagine a student named Sarah who was constantly bullied because of her clothing. When her school implemented a uniform policy, Sarah felt a sense of belonging and her confidence improved dramatically. This story can help readers empathize with the benefits of school uniforms on a personal level. Addressing counter-arguments. Addressing counter-arguments is a key part of persuasive writing. It shows that you have considered different perspectives and are prepared to defend your position. First, acknowledge the opposing views. This might involve summarizing the main points of the counter-argument, then refute these counter-arguments with evidence. Explain why these opposing views are incorrect or incomplete and provide the evidence to support your refutation. By addressing counter-arguments, you not only strengthen your position but also demonstrate your understandings of the issue's complexity. This makes your essay more credible and persuasive. For example, counter-argument. Some students believe that uniforms stifle their individuality. Refutation. While uniforms may limit some aspects of personal expression, they enhance overall equality and reduce peer pressure related to fashion. According to a survey by the Schoolwear Associating, 83% of teachers believe that a school uniform helps reduce bullying based on appearance. Conclusion. In your conclusion, please state your thesis in a new way to reinforce your main argument. Summarize the key points you made in your essay, highlighting the evidence and logical reasoning that support your thesis. End with a call to action. This encourages your reader to accept your argument or take specific steps related to your topic. For example, if your essay is about the need for renewable energy, you might urge your readers to support policies that promote renewable energy sources. A strong conclusion leaves a lasting impression and reinforces the persuasive impacts of your essay. For example, restated thesis, given the numerous benefits, mandatory school uniforms should be implemented in public schools. Summary: uniforms promote equality, reduce distractions, and foster school pride. Call to action: parents, educators, and policymakers should work together to introduce uniform policies that will create a more inclusive and focused educational environment. A question and discussion. So thank you for your attention. Now I'd like to open the floor for any questions you may have. Feel free to ask anything or share your thoughts on the topics we've covered today. I'm also happy to provide further reading and resources if you are interested. Your questions and comments will help deepen our understanding of persuasive essay writing and its techniques. For example, suggested reading could include The Elements of Persuasion by Richard McWell and Robert Dickman, and Thank You for Your Arguing by J. Henrich, both of which offer valuable insights into the art of persuasion. Okay, thank you so much.